My peers always ask me, how do you win these DUI trials when the reading is so much higher than the legal limit? Ask the prosecutors how I win. In a closing argument, I'll argue analogies. I'll argue if you went to a doctor, you take your child, 5-year-old child, to the doctor, your daughter, and they're going to take her leg. If her blood sugar is over an 0.8, they have to take her leg. We'll liken the alcohol concentration over an 0.8 to the blood sugar over an 0.8. Then they do the test and they say, oh, I'm sorry, Mr. Jones, we have to take your daughter, cut her leg off because her blood sugar is above an 0.8. We're going to have to chop her leg off. So then you ask a couple of questions. Oh my God, this is terrible. So this is completely accurate. We have no choice. Well, then they tell you, well, the instrument has a 10% margin of error in it, even when it's in perfect operating condition. So you can be 10% higher, lower, anywhere in between. And then you're like, what? And then they tell you, in addition to the 10% margin of error, body temperature will take this. At the time she took the test, she should have an elevated body temperature, which will cause the machine to read higher. And that'll raise it an additional 8.6 in addition to the 10%. And they'll tell you, oh, and when she took the test, there was a delay between inhalation and exhalation, which will raise the reading an additional 15%. And then you're like, are you serious? There's all these variables and you still want to take her leg? And then they'll say, and 1 in 7 people, it'll falsely read higher than her body's true blood sugar level in addition to that. And if your daughter has any acid reflux, it's going to cause the reading to be ridiculously off and you can't trust it at all. And you'd be like, and you want to take my daughter's leg? Would that be acceptable on any planet? Would that be acceptable? Of course not. You would never, ever let them take your daughter's leg based on those set of facts. And take that now as we come into the criminal realm where they must prove the case beyond a reasonable doubt. Beyond a reasonable doubt, the highest standard that we have. Even reasonable doubt is not enough. It must be beyond a reasonable doubt. You wouldn't let them take your daughter's leg, therefore you can't convict beyond a reasonable doubt because of those variables. All we need is reasonable doubt. And that is obviously reasonable doubt. That's how I win jury trials. Ask any prosecutors. That's why I have the reputation that I do. My name is David Maletta. I'm an attorney with Colburn Hintze Maletta. If you get a DUI, give us a call.